Got a very special guest joining us, Dan Morton. A very good afternoon to you, Dan.
G'day, Marty. How are we going?
I'm good. Seb Clark's with me. He's coming good. He's been on the sick list, but he's fighting fit today, he tells me. And what about your horse, King of Light, resuming in this Belgravia Stakes? How fit is he?
He's good. Obviously he's first up, and there's, hopefully bigger fish to fry, but he's forward enough to be going very good.
Okay. So the thought of most of the experts that you listen to is that he may find this a bit sharp first up, but a lot of people said that before his first up win last start, 2 over 1,300. What about your thoughts? There appears to be enough pressure here for him to be able to finish off over the top of them.
Yeah, I think so. Like that said, he's obviously still very new at it, and this is a tough test. So it's a very good field in my eyes. I think there's a lot of depth in the 3-year-olds this year, and he's one of those though. So he's drawn good. Pikey's on board. He's probably the race at least looks like it should pan out okay for him.
Okay, the next question is, this come up yesterday too on Straight Up, is that winter form, and there's a few people getting a little uneasy with it after Twisted Steel didn't aim up, but he sort of lost it before the race, I thought. Have you got no concerns about his 2 wins during the winter?
No, not at all. In my view, I think he was impressive, very impressive both times.
Yep.
So, you can only beat what's out there, obviously, but it was no real surprise to us either. That's always a good thing. Some horses pop up and think, sort of come out of nowhere, but this horse has been, on for us from the get-go. So, and he's just, continues to develop into a really nice type.
Dan, Seb Clark here as well. We'll get into My Authoritar in just a moment. What did you make of the 2 trials of King of Light just before we touch on My Authoritar?
Excuse me, of King of Light, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first trial, and that actually did surprise me because we were sort of pretty early with that trial, and it was Pikey, and I just sort of had a chat about it and thought, we might just let him do a bit because he was getting a bit above himself on the track, and we still had a fair bit of filler to go, before a race. So I didn't expect him to sort of flash to the line like he did. I thought we'd just sort of have a cruisy gallop. That said, it was excellent. His next trial, we weren't asked really to do anything on him. Pikey, he was a little bit antsy in the barriers at his first trial, so we'll just really made sure he sat dead quiet and came out, dead quiet on him as well, and he probably switched him right off. But he was beaten a little way, but his sectionals were good, and that was all we needed to see.
And on My Authoritar tomorrow, just the 1 trial for him, and unfortunately draws an outside barrier.
Yeah, ugly gate, but I really like this horse. He's, I feel like he's really come on and hopefully in for a really good spring, summer. So, I'm sort of quite excited, whether tomorrow's his day or not, possibly not over the 1,200 and with the wide gate, like you say. But, I do expect him to develop into a nice type, nice horse. He
displayed fighting qualities, didn't he, in both of those wins at Belmont Park during August?
He really did, and the last win especially, that was a fairly quality sort of field, probably the better field that had been around for the 3-year-olds. So, and he was good. Like, he was sort of didn't look like he was going to be likely, but really sustained a huge run and got over him, which was good to see.
So both of these boys, you would think, are horses that would be perfectly positioned going into a WA Guineas?
Yeah, it's obviously a natural target. And if you obviously get to that stage and you're looking the goods and you got the luxury of the bigger races, there as well. So, we've nominated up for everything and we'll see where we land.
And I see you got some very high-profile owners in both of these horses, and they've got no problem if you can't separate them on the way through?
Oh, no. I tend to not listen to noise, but that's
I do know that, Dan.
It's BJ's department. He maps out our programs and he does a excellent job at it. And as much as we can, we try and keep them all separated, same as everybody. But when you're aiming up at big races, there's normally one or two paths, and you just got to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Previous success in this race as well with Super Smink a couple of years ago, and I think your old man as well way back in 2001 with Millpack.
Millpack, yeah. SJ.
Yeah, there you go. It's been a good race for us. It's exciting because it's you get to see a lot of the good ones stepping back out and shapes for the spring a bit. So we're really looking forward to it.
Okay, Dan. So I want to ask you a question now. So Super Smink and Amelia's Jewel were two fillies that have been able to win this, and they hold the weight carrying record. So Paris Petard actually does. That body little filly, Fred Kersey's with 57.5, and she was a beauty as well. So Super Smink and Amelia's Jewel carried 57, and we know how good, Amelia's Jewel's turned out to be, and we sort of know where Super Smink's going to get to, or hope she gets to. Looking at Talk & Co, do you think, it's a Karrakatta Plate winner in the fullness of time, that she's up there with those two and that she could carry 57 and win tomorrow?
I certainly wouldn't put it past her. That I thought her trial was excellent leading into that first win, and it looked for all the world like the race was too short for her, but still got that done. So, I'd say they're pretty pleased with themselves heading into the carnival with it. It's a high-quality horse.
One earlier on in the card as well. Dan will touch on American Escape, also first up.
Yeah, she's a real little tradesman for us. She's, she possibly won't reach great heights, but she just gives her all every time, and Eden's and crew are having a bit of fun with her, along the way. So, she's been a beauty. I think tomorrow's race is another good opportunity for her. I don't think it's not, I think it's a winnable race, put it that way, and she's going good enough to do that.
Best of your three chances tomorrow?
We go with reservation, given that, they're tough races, the Belgravia at least, but it'd be hard to go past King of Light, I guess, from what we've seen so far, but I'm happy with them all going in.
Oh, it's good to hear. Good to hear the horse is primed, and we'll go pretty close to winning there tomorrow. Dan, thanks for coming on the program.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.